In the bustling heart of the city, where the sound of honking cars mingled with the laughter of children playing in the park, there existed a peculiar little creature known as a pug. To the untrained eye, this dog might seem like just another pet, but to those who truly understood the essence of pugs, they were nothing short of a phenomenon. With their wrinkled faces, curly tails, and stocky bodies, pugs resembled walking dumplings, a delightful blend of charm and whimsy that captivated the hearts of everyone they encountered. As the sun rose each morning, casting a warm golden hue over the city, the pug named Noodle would embark on his daily adventures. Noodle was not just any pug. He was a connoisseur of life, a small, round ball of joy that waddled through the streets with a swagger that could only be described as endearing. His owners, a couple named Mia and Jake, had adopted him from a local shelter, and from the moment he stepped into their home, he transformed their lives in ways they never anticipated. Noodle had a routine that was as meticulous as it was delightful. Every morning, after a vigorous stretch that seemed to defy his pudgy physique, he would trot over to the kitchen, where the aroma of freshly brewed coffee and sizzling bacon filled the air. With his big, expressive eyes, he would gaze up at Mia, who was often still in her pajamas, and let out a soft, pleading whine that was impossible to resist. It was a daily ritual. Mia would crumble a piece of bacon, and Noodle would devour it with the fervor of a food critic at a Michelin-star restaurant. After breakfast, Noodle would lead the way to the park, his little legs moving with a surprising burst of energy. The park was a vibrant tapestry of life, filled with children playing, couples walking hand in hand, and other dogs frolicking about. Noodle was a social butterfly, greeting everyone with a friendly snort and a wag of his curly tail. He had a particular fondness for the elderly gentleman who fed the birds every morning, often sitting patiently by his side, hoping for a morsel of bread to drop. As he meandered through the park, Noodle embodied the spirit of happiness. He would chase after butterflies, bark at squirrels, and roll in the grass with unrestrained joy. His round body would jiggle with every leap, and his face, with its adorable squished features, would light up with sheer delight. It was as if he had been sent from the heavens to remind everyone of the simple pleasures in life, the warmth of the sun, the scent of fresh grass, and the joy of companionship. One day, as Noodle explored the park, he encountered a little girl named Lily. She was sitting on a bench, her face buried in a book, a frown etched on her forehead. Noodle, sensing her sadness, approached her with cautious curiosity. He nudged her hand with his snout, and when she looked up, her frown transformed into a radiant smile. It was a magical moment, as if the universe had conspired to bring together a girl in need of comfort and a pug eager to spread joy. Lily's laughter echoed through the park as Noodle performed his signature trick, rolling over and playing dead. The other park-goers paused to watch the spectacle, and soon the air was filled with laughter and applause. Noodle basked in the attention, his little heart swelling with pride. In that moment, he was not just a pug. He was a star, a beacon of happiness that united strangers in shared joy. As the seasons changed, so did Noodle's adventures. Autumn brought a kaleidoscope of colors, and the park was transformed into a canvas of red, orange, and gold. Noodle reveled in the crisp air, bounding through the fallen leaves, sending them flying in every direction. He would emerge from the foliage, his face adorned with leaves and twigs, looking like a tiny woodland creature that had wandered too far from home. Mia and Jake would laugh, capturing the moment with their cameras, forever preserving the memory of their walking dumpling in his element. Winter arrived with its own magic, blanketing the city in a layer of soft, glistening snow. Noodle, with his short coat, was not particularly fond of the cold, but the sight of snowflakes dancing in the air ignited a spark of curiosity within him. He would cautiously step into the snowy wonderland, his little paws sinking into the powdery snow, leaving behind a trail of pug-shaped prints. With each snowball thrown by children, Noodle would leap and bound, his playful spirit undeterred by the chill. The holidays brought a new wave of excitement. Mia and Jake adorned their home with twinkling lights and festive decorations, transforming their living space into a winter wonderland. Noodle, ever the curious observer, would investigate every ornament, his nose twitching with intrigue. One evening, As the family gathered around the tree to unwrap presents, Noodle found himself at the center of attention once again. Dressed in a tiny reindeer costume, he pranced around the living room, eliciting laughter and cheers from everyone. In that moment, he was not just a pet. He was the heart of the celebration, a walking dumpling of joy that brought warmth to their home. As the years rolled on, Noodle became more than just a pet. He became a part of the family. He was there for lazy Sunday mornings, snuggled between Mia and Jake on the couch, his little body radiating warmth and comfort. He was there during tough times, offering solace with his gentle presence. When Mia faced challenges at work, she would come home to find Noodle waiting for her, his tail wagging and his eyes filled with unconditional love. It was as if he knew when to provide comfort, reminding her that she was never alone. Noodle also formed bonds with other dogs in the neighborhood. He had a best friend named Rufus, a golden retriever with a heart as big as his size. The two would race through the park, their contrasting shapes creating a comical sight. Noodle would dart between Rufus's legs, playing a game of tag that left both dogs panting with joy. Their friendship was a testament to the idea that love knows no bounds, that even the most unlikely of pairs could find companionship in one another. As time passed, Noodle grew older. His playful leaps became less frequent, and his once boundless energy began to wane. Yet, with each passing day, he continued to radiate joy. His presence was a reminder of the beauty of life, of the importance of cherishing every moment. Mia and Jake adapted to his changing needs, ensuring that he was comfortable and happy. They would take him on shorter walks, allowing him to sniff the familiar scents of the park without overexerting himself. One sunny afternoon, as Noodle lay in a patch of warm grass, he watched the world go by. Children played, couples strolled, and the sound of laughter filled the air. In that moment, Noodle felt a profound sense of contentment. He had lived a life full of love, laughter, and adventure. He had brought joy to countless people, a walking dumpling that had the power to brighten even the darkest of days. As the seasons continued to change, Noodle's health began to decline. Mia and Jake were faced with the difficult reality that their beloved pug was nearing the end of his journey. They showered him with love, ensuring that he felt cherished in his final days. They reminisced about the countless memories they had created together, from his first day at home to the joyous moments spent in the park. Each memory was a treasure, a testament to the bond they had forged. On a quiet evening, as the sun set and painted the sky in hues of pink and orange, Noodle lay nestled in his favorite spot on the couch. Mia and Jake sat beside him, their hearts heavy with the weight of impending loss. They spoke softly to him, recounting stories of their adventures, the laughter he had inspired, and the love he had given so freely. It was a moment of reflection, a celebration of a life well lived. As night fell, Noodle closed his eyes, his breathing slowing. In that peaceful stillness, he drifted off, surrounded by the love of his family. It was a gentle passing, a transition from the physical world to a realm where he would forever remain a walking dumpling, a symbol of joy, love, and the beauty of life's fleeting moments. In the days that followed, Mia and Jake mourned the loss of their beloved pug, but they also found solace in the memories they had created together. Noodle had taught them the importance of joy, the value of companionship, and the power of unconditional love. They knew that while his physical presence was gone, his spirit would forever live on in their hearts. As they walked through the park, they would often catch glimpses of other pugs, each one a reminder of Noodle's playful antics. They would smile at the sight of a pug waddling through the grass, its tail curled high. And they would recount stories of their own adventures with Noodle. In sharing these memories, they kept his spirit alive, ensuring that the joy he had brought into their lives would never fade. In time, they decided to honor Noodle's memory by volunteering at the local shelter, where they had first adopted him. They spent their weekends helping other animals find their forever homes, sharing the love that Noodle had shown them with countless other pets in need. Each wagging tail and joyful bark reminded them of their walking dumpling, a testament to the impact one small creature could have on the lives of many. Through their efforts, they created a community of dog lovers, a network of individuals who understood the joy that pets could bring. They organized events, shared stories, and celebrated the bond between humans and their furry companions. Noodle's legacy lived on in every wagging tail and every happy bark, a reminder that love knows no bounds and that the spirit of joy can be found in the simplest of moments. Years passed, and though Noodle was no longer physically with them, his presence was felt in every aspect of their lives. Mia and Jake often found themselves laughing at the memories they had shared, the silly antics that had once brought them so much joy. They knew that Noodle had not just been a pet, he had been a teacher, a friend, and a source of unwavering love. In the heart of the city, where the hustle and bustle continued, the spirit of a little pug named Noodle lived on. He had been a walking dumpling, a symbol of joy and love that transcended time and space. His legacy was a reminder that in a world that often felt chaotic and overwhelming, there was always room for laughter, companionship, and the simple pleasures that life had to offer.